Hey guys, it's Angie. Welcome back to my channel. So for this week's Angie Tries It Thursdays, I want to make a recipe that I've been wanting to try for a really long time, but of course I'm a chicken and it looks intimidating, but I don't think it is that intimidating anymore because I found a really easy recipe on Pinterest. I will go ahead and link that recipe below. And the cool thing about this recipe, you guys, is that it is great for lunch and dinner, and even if it's for a snack. Hey, you have it whenever you want, okay? And that recipe that we're making today are shrimp po' boys. So what's a po' boy? So my handy dandy Wikipedia says a po' boy, also known as po' boy or poor boy, is a traditional sandwich from Louisiana. It almost always consists of meat, which is usually roast beef or fried seafood, often shrimp, crawfish, fish, oysters, or crab. The meat is served on New Orleans French bread, known as crisp cuts and fluffy centers. So I don't have New Orleans French bread, but I do have French rolls, and that's what we're gonna use for this recipe. Now, another thing about that is really cool about this recipe, you guys, is that it gives you the option to either go ahead and fry the shrimp, or it gives you the option and it tells you the instructions on how to make the shrimp in an air fryer. And that's what caught my eye about this one, because I love fried foods, you guys, but let's be real, they're not as healthy. So when I saw that it had an option to be able to make this recipe on the air fryer, I saw like lights and like the heavens open, and it got really beautiful, and I got really happy. So if you guys want to see how it is that I create the po' boys using this recipe, please stay tuned to watch. Alright guys, so here are the ingredients that we're going to need for the actual sandwich itself. We're going to need some French bread rolls. We're going to need some shrimp. I have here a pound of shrimp. We're going to need some lettuce, some tomatoes, some fish fries mix, some Creole seasoning, and some buttermilk. Alright guys, and here are the ingredients that we're gonna need for the remoulade sauce. It's some mayonnaise, some garlic, some lemon, Worcestershire sauce, Creole seasoning, Dijon mustard, hot sauce, and some green onions that I don't think you guys can see, but here they are. Ta-da! Alright, so that's what we're gonna need for the sauce. The first thing we are gonna do is go ahead and marinate our shrimp. Now the instructions on the recipe say to use a plastic, like a little sandwich bag to do this, but I'm just gonna go ahead and use this Tupperware, not Tupperware, but this container here. And it has a lid, so I'm gonna go ahead and cover it. So this has to marinate, you guys, for 30 minutes. So it's the first thing I'm gonna do before I start anything else in the recipe. So basically I have a pound of shrimp, and I bought my shrimp already peeled. But you're gonna want to peel your shrimp if it's not peeled already. And we are going to add, let's see, 1/4 of a cup of buttermilk. So let's open the buttermilk. This is the buttermilk I'm using right here, but you can do any buttermilk you guys want. Let's shake it a little. Just smelling it just in case, but it's good. Add it. Then I'm gonna add, let's see, 1 teaspoon of Creole seasoning. So here's the seasoning. I'm using this one right here, and if I can get it, sprinkle it on the shrimp. I'm sure that was way more than a teaspoon, but it's okay. I'm sure this will be yummy. And let's see, and okay, and then we're gonna go ahead and cover it and put it in the refrigerator for 30 minutes. Ready? So let's just go ahead and put them in the fridge. Alrighty guys, so the next thing that we're gonna make here is the remoulade sauce. So this is the spread that goes on your po' boy before you add the lettuce and the tomato and the shrimp. So let's see, we're gonna combine 1/2 cup of mayo, I'm using this one here, reduced fat. So let's get, okay, so in it goes. Right, a teaspoon of minced garlic. And I already bought some that's in a jar. And half of juice of half a lemon. So go ahead and squeeze it in there. Wow. Okay. Alrighty, there it is. We're also gonna need a teaspoon of Worcestershire sauce, and I'm sorry if I said that wrong again. We're gonna need half a teaspoon of the Creole seasoning that we use to marinate the shrimp. There you go. We are gonna need 1 teaspoon of Dijon mustard. There you go. And 1 teaspoon of hot sauce. I'm gonna use Tabasco. And some chopped green onions, which I have here already. Start it in there. And we're gonna go ahead and mix it all together. And then we're gonna go ahead and put it in the refrigerator until we need it. So that way it can stay cool and refreshing and yummy, and all these delicious ingredients we just put in here can blend and we can use them for our sandwich. Alrighty? Alright guys, so here is how the shrimp look when they're in the basket. Now the recipe says to put them in the air fryer for 5 minutes on each side at 400 degrees. So I'm going to put them in right now, take them out, flip them, show you how they look once you flip them, and then put them back in there for another 5 minutes. Alrighty? Alright guys, here's the shrimp. It's been 5 minutes. This is how it looks. Now it doesn't look as golden brown as I would like it to look. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to let it leave it in the air fryer on the second side now that I flipped them for 10 minutes, and hopefully then I'll see a nice crisp golden layer on the outside. I mean, it does look like it's cooking, but I want that fish fry to look crispy and brown. I know it's not gonna look as crispy and brown as if I would have fried it, but I'm pretty sure I can at least get it to look similar. Alrighty? Alright guys, so this is how the shrimp ended up looking after I put them back in again for another 5 minutes. They look fine. I just don't want to add them for any longer because I don't want to overcook the shrimp and then it gives it a really bad texture. So I'm going to go ahead and use them like this. Also, you guys, I started browning some rolls. These are the rolls I'm going to use here for the po' boys. So yeah, I just started crisping them up a little bit, and then once I take these out, we're gonna go ahead and assemble the sandwiches. Alrighty? Alright you guys, so time to assemble our shrimp po' boys. So we're gonna go ahead and open up our bread, add some of that sauce that we made earlier, about a little bit over a tablespoon. Go ahead and spread it on both sides. Yummy! Maybe a little more. We're gonna go ahead and add the lettuce. Tomato, and the shrimp. No shame in your game, you guys. Use your hands. Just make sure they're washed. Alright guys, here is our shrimp po' boy ready to be enjoyed and devoured by hungry people. I hope you guys enjoy this video and give it a thumbs up if you like. Go ahead and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys here next week.